Alright, welcome everyone. We're live. It's Zenith Online Racing. R Vega here, joined by Gord Sauce, Tier 3 full-time driver. How we doing tonight, Gord?
Doing fantastic. Gonna be a fun time commentating tonight. Always like watching some Tier 1 stuff.
Yeah,
Couple of streams with GP was fun.
yeah, I took a couple weeks off there, I guess, kind of unintentionally back to back. And now GP. GP's taken 2 weeks off back to back. Last week he took the week off to go watch his Patriots get destroyed. Hilarious.
Was it worth it in the end? Who knows?
No, it wasn't. I guarantee it. The thing is, if I take a night off to watch the Buffalo Bills play football, it's usually worth it. So, that's the difference right now between those teams.
One of my good buddies is a Bears fan, so he's always suffering.
Yeah, they are frustrating. It looks like they might have figured it out. They just
it looks like they're actually
to
like
develop and add pieces, and they have cap space. Like, I don't know, they look good. I think they're going to get there in the next year or two. So we'll see. This was Samoglis right now is going through. Jeez, forgot the name of these corners.
Oh, I just caught Packer spin on his flying lap through Scary. Oh, no wing either, so I guess he hit the wall pretty hard. I think Sam spun as well on like the first chicane on his outlap.
Zamagos is looking good through Ascari, really smooth, so hopefully he gets a good lap time on the board here early in the session. Yeah, first time. I think it's the first time we've commentated together. I know you've done a couple with GP and a few on your own, I think, as well. So, not on your own, but maybe in Tier 2 with someone else.
Not on my own, no. Just I did, I think, 2 with GP in Tier 1, and I did one Tier 2 race with. Why am I forgetting? Hold on.
Sam, maybe?
His name. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Looking for Seye.
Yes, Spider-Man and Seye have done quite a few streams this season, so Seye's actually stepped up a lot. Yeah,
he's basically been doing the Tier 3 streams.
Yeah. No, it's nice to see some other guys step up here. I legitimately, I think me and GP were trying to figure this out one time a while back. We were trying to figure out how many races I've broadcast.
Oh boy.
And I feel like I only miss, generally two a season is the average, I would say. Maybe sometimes 3, maybe sometimes 1, sometimes 0. And I think I started commentating in season 3 because we needed someone. I think about then. So, roughly 16 to 20 races a season. And we're in, the back end of season 8 now, so.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely been fun. Streaming, racing.
Whoa.
Actually.
Backwards AlphaTauri there. Through Parabolica. It might be, yeah.
Oh, it was Sam again. Oh, no.
That's not good.
Hasn't had a couple fun laps. He spun on his outlap, came in because he had a damaged wing, and now I guess he's putting another set of tires on. He's still got time to put in a lap. We have another spin? Nope. That's just Packer slowing down.
Find Vinny. Vinny looks like he's warming up the tires. Maybe looking to go for another run. Check in with Brian. Brian's coming in.
Seems like T-Money and Packer are about to start their laps as well.
I think. Is Seye pushing or is he on a cooldown? He is trying, I think.
I think he did. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oof.
Now that is not what you want to do.
No.
He's lucky to get beached in the gravel there, actually. I don't know if that's a thing, but.
Yeah, you can definitely get beached in the gravel. 100%.
I probably would.
Well, he's got the pole lap. He didn't. I mean, it didn't look like he was improving on that one. I think he was like 5/100ths down on his lap, so he wasn't improving. So, I mean, no harm, no foul, I guess.
Yeah,
he was
he's
actually up on his time, but he pitted.
Gone like straight through there. That's fine. Looks like T-Money coming towards the end of the lap. He's got some traffic in front of him.
Yeah, T-Money and Packer, I believe, are finishing laps. Might help T-Money. He's had Packer's slipstream basically the entire lap.
Yeah, should give him a nice little boost.
Lap to Packer, lap to T-Money.
There we go.
4th and 6th.
Got Lunar. Looks like he just started a lap. Let's ride with Lunar.
Alright.
Yeah, so I think I've probably done roughly 100. I would say roughly 100 because there's been seasons where that's the number always kind of, it's give or take, you know, maybe 10. But
I don't even think I've done 100 races in the 2 F1 games I played.
I probably never did either, honestly. But yeah, I think it's got to be around 100. Because there's times where
Oh!
Whoa! That is Lunar out.
Oh.
Wow. The reaction there.
Yikes.
I was so casually talking about how many races I broadcast and just woof, right into the wall.
It sucks because Lunar got a purple sector 1.
Yeah, he was quick.
He was the fastest man in that sector.
He was quick through there.
Dude, I'm telling you, this track, like, I love how the game says that this track is considered easy, but, like,
Yeah.
I've seen so many crashes and spins on this track compared to, like, 90% of the other tracks.
Yeah, I would
Like,
say
there's
so.
so many corners that can just get you.
It's so high speed, right? Like every mistake is a high speed impact.
Yeah.
Like there's
You're
rarely
not
a low
gonna-
speed corner where you're gonna crash.
You're not gonna have enough.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have enough time to slam on the brakes and not hit a wall. Is anyone on a flying lap? Maybe Brian? I think Brian is.
Yeah, Brian is pushing. I'm riding with him, which didn't work out well for the last guy.
Up a little bit.
Yeah, I missed
Keep
that split.
time
What was he up?
exact, he would pass Say by, I think, like 5 thousandths.
Okay, so he's up very slightly.
Very slightly.
He looks
Curious how much
really
he's gonna be
smooth
up.
through the Lesmos there.
Yeah. Honestly, it might be worth it to have a tiny bit more downforce than everyone. Yeah, he's up a tenth and a bit. Like that's what I
Really
that's what I did
solid.
at Spa, where I think I ran like 10:14 or 8:12, something like that. And I know it was a lot more downforce than more people, but I made up so much time through the corners.
Really good lap here from Brian. This is definitely a
you might
provisional pole.
snag it. Oh my god, 2/100ths.
Yeah, that was very close.
He lost a little bit of time in Sector 3 then, because he was up a lot more than that.
I think it was on the turn through Parabolica. He kind of went wide, and he didn't really look like he was on the power as early as he could have been.
Go on board with Jinnit. He's on a flyer. I think he was up a tenth when I saw his time. Make it smooth through there, nice.
Three and a half tenths up. That is good enough for provisional pole.
Yep. See if he can hold it.
Pretty good through Ascari. Looks really smooth. It's just really about the entry through Parabolica. I mean, this is one of those corners you just want to get on the power as early as you can.
Yeah. But
Right now he's flat.
Get on too early.
Yeah, I think he's got this.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, really good. 4/10 improvement. And man, this is going to be a hell of a race with times like this.
I think Say is going to improve if he goes on for another lap. because he set that lap at the beginning of quali. Like, I think
Yep.
he was the first guy to set a lap.
Packer on a hot lap. Let's ride with Packer. We haven't seen him a whole lot this season.
True.
Always a favorite when he does race. He's only
Very
up
fast.
a very marginal amount. And
Oh,
big lock up there. That's
yeah.
not good.
I think he might back out of it there unless he thinks he can gain a couple positions still.
I've gone to Beck, who's up 2.5 tenths. That will be good enough for second
Up the
place.
road.
Yeah, it was a little rough through Ascari, though, so Beck might have lost a bit of time there, see if he can make it up through Parabolica. Could be on for potentially P2 here.
Some smooth through there. Ride the cars a little bit. Oh, my, wait, what?
It was invalid, I think.
Oh, no, that was going to be pole position, too.
Yeah,
I saw he's the only guy who set a 19.
19.9, yeah. So where did he invalidate? Because it was clear up till the final corner. Did he run wide?
Maybe it was, do you think it was when he rode the curbs too much at the end? Because usually when you're up like that, like if it's invalidated, it'll... Oh, Say! Oh! Say was about to start his final flying lap, but he had a little bit of a 360 moment at Parabolica. I think he's going to pit and change those tires.
Yeah. So he's got the pace in there for pole. It's just about actually keeping the car on the road.
All right, Zamoglis, show us what you got, buddy.
What did he say earlier? Something I thought was funny. He said, F Halloween. And I was kind of like, yeah, man, I agree. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of shit going on.
I find it fun just because of I guess the mood of everyone. Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Everyone's just a good day all around.
Yeah, I don't mind the general day of Halloween, but like I'm really not into like the costumes and
yeah, I mean
I don't want to have to sit there and hand out candy for hours. Like that's I guess you just turn your lights off.
If I'm ever gonna hand out candy when I'm older, probably just gonna leave a bowl out there
with the Ring camera on,
yeah,
watching you.
Zamoglis is up 3.5 tenths.
It's
so
honest.
He's flying right now.
I think it's anyone's pole position here with these times, but I also think we're gonna be in for a really good race with.
Everyone seems very quick.
Yeah, everyone's fast. Everyone's very evenly matched, and there's a lot of straights in DRS here. Like, there's going to be a lot of close battles with multiple cars. So, I mean, we're probably going to see a crash at some point. I imagine Lesmos, someone's going to collide, and there'll be a disaster to hit through there.
I'm going to ride along with Sam. He's going through Ascari on his... Well, he's up a little bit, up 4/100. Not a lot, though. But, I mean, that might get him ahead of Packer if he gained a little more time.
Now, I wonder how Packer will do in the race. He doesn't seem to be able to put a lap together at the moment, but...
I mean, Packer's
his race
very
pace...
fast, so
Yeah, his race pace...
I have no doubt he'll be at the front. Well, very good end lap there for Sam.
Yeah.
Jumps up to P4. So who's next? Zamoglis. It looks like he's going to come in and put on another pair of tires.
The Asylum pushing?
No, I think he got stuck behind Say, and I think Say's on his outlap. Yeah, he's down 8 seconds.
So a lot of people on outlaps. A few guys in the pits still. They kind of need to get out there. Vinny's heading out.
They can probably leave. If they leave the pits now, they'll have to push to get their lap. But
Adri's
don't
out
lose
there.
too much tire drag on this track.
T-Money's done, I think.
Yeah, it looks like T-Money isn't going out for another one.
Hacker's already out there. He's starting his.
Alright, so we got Say followed by Asylum, and then Vinny. Or not Vinny, Packer. Yeah. So those are the 3 guys on their flying laps right now. So let's see how fast AA is through the first. Up 5 100ths, alright. Oh, a little rough through there. Probably, oh yeah, he backed out.
We got Freedom in the chat. Gotta appreciate the gap between P1 and P10, and great point because that's 7/10 separating them.
Oh, Asylum! Oh my god! That was a brutal crash. He actually lost his rear tire. My god, that was... He got some air on that.
Wow.
Did I see that right, or was Packer up 7/10?
That would not be surprising. That's Packer in a nutshell. I was not with him, but he is invalidated. So he...
Oh no, yeah.
He's done.
I mean, he could go for another lap. He might make it.
CA crosses the line.
Oh, is Packer going to make it for another lap? Oh my god.
He did.
Gets past the line.
Did he? Yeah. Unreal.
Did.
That's the most Packer thing of all time, man. He's going to get pole.
Beck steals pole.
I was going to say Beck looks quick, and I was on board with him, but yeah, Packer will totally get pole. That's the most Packer thing of all time.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess he's been struggling.
We'll see. Well, maybe those tires died a little bit. You never know.
We'll see what he does. Right on board.
Adri is up 4 tenths as well.
He's down. He's not... It's not by much, but he is down, and he does need to find a lot of time to get anywhere significant.
Oh, Brian's... Oh, my God. Oh, Vinny! Almost finished his lap, but he spun at Parabolica. That is catching out a lot of people.
Look how close those times are. I mean, that is insane. This is going to be a hell of a race.
Adri, can you make up more time? 2 spots. Packers up 6/10. Oh, it's going to be close. Still invalidate. Is he going to get it? Oh, and he
No way! But look how close he was.
Times.
That is insane. Unbelievable.
Beat him out by 1/1000th.
That's insane. For him to have done that on his second run.
Oh, he would have had pole if he actually got
I think so, yeah.
Look at the times.
Man, this is going to be like...
First to second, 7/10. My god. And that's Lunar not finishing his lap. Lunar is one of the faster guys right now that I've seen when I've streamed, at least.
Yeah. T-Money
he would have been up in the mix too.
T-Money down in 10th is only 7/10 off pole position. Like, I mean, this is going to be the biggest DRS screen you guys have ever seen. Like, but you know what? Who's
got the 0-0 wings?
It always results in like really, really good battles and lots of good racing. So hopefully everybody keeps it clean and we have a nice, solid race. And you know, there's not a lot of cars here tonight, but
I would love
quality is high.
A no DNF race.
That would be great. I think a lot of the guys here need that.
Almost had that at Tier 3. I think... Oh no, I think we did finish with all 9 cars.
9. Oh,
yeah, it was...
Well, we got a new guy,
but
it'll be hopefully up to 10 this week. Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, we missed a lot of people last week.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Mario,
if 2 or 3
Coxie...
more show up, plus a new guy, it's 13, 14. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
I think, like, for me, obviously I prefer 20 cars, like, but man, I can't remember the last time I broadcast. I can't remember the last time I broadcast a race in this league and there was 20 cars. It's got to be last season, maybe at the start of this one.
I think a preseason race was 20.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it doesn't technically count, so that's more what I'm forgetting, but I probably did broadcast one day.
I think it doesn't help that Tier 3 actually has a lot of reserve drivers.
Yeah.
But none of them seem to actually, like, I guess, want to race
Yeah, it's kind of where we put like the new guys just come in. We're kind of like, okay, we'll stick them in tier 3 to reserve, and they kind of just
Mm-hmm.
get lost and don't. I don't know, they just don't show up. Like like
Yeah.
that's the biggest problem with the like all the attendance right now is people just don't show up. Like or they're not showing
I
up
don't know if it's
consistently.
interest in the game or they
I
just
think
didn't
it's the
really
game.
commit it at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like the game has problems, and I think those problems bother people enough to the point where they just, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like, oh, I don't want to spend an hour and a half of my night doing this just to get screwed over by the stupid game. Like, I get
I
that.
mean, when you look at it, Tier 3 would most likely have the highest attendance if GP and Terminal didn't move up and Gunner just
I,
stopped playing.
yeah, I agree. Um, I don't. I actually meant to. I was gonna bring this up with GP. But like part of the reason GP left was because of incidents. He was getting hit and felt like he was getting, oh, the guys here are too clumsy and or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to get out of this because they're the reason I keep having problems. And then what happened, and someone pointed out, they were like, man, tier 2 is more incidents every week than we do. Like it's not going to be any better.
I
The
think me
last,
or Spot Up said that.
yeah, it was one of you guys, the voice of reason in there. Um, but yeah, somebody said that, and sure enough, last week I was broadcasting tier 2. Doesn't GP get caught up at a guy losing the car right in front of him, snags the front of GP's car and rides him into the wall. Right? Yeah, and I was like, I mean, and to be honest, like he's not even gonna get penalized for it. I mean, the guy lost the car, right? It's not like
Yeah.
he didn't drive into GP. Like it was just like a racing incident, more or less. You're just wrong place, wrong time, right? And it was kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
oh.
Oh
Did
my
Brian
God,
just
Brian.
lose it in the
I don't know.
barrier?
I was
He
talking
did.
to you, and
He
I was
lost
talking
it.
to you. I was talking to you, and I like kind of noticed, but Packer off the line spun into the pit lane. And he
Someone
just
else
spun
has
it.
gone off.
Was
Is
that
it
Atri? It was. Oh
Sam?
my God! What are we? What's
This
going on?
is chaos. Unbelievable. Anyways,
Oh, let me bring up. I want to bring up the tires.
so I just wanted to point that out. I mean, it's like I don't know if it was the greatest idea, but sometimes you get something in your head, and it's like the
I
only
think.
solution is to exercise it, right? Where it's like
I mean,
I just want out.
I told GP after one of a tier 1 stream. I told him it's like I feel like the biggest reason you left wasn't because of a lot of incidents, but you just had a really bad string of incidents back to back to back.
Yeah.
And then it kind of you got fed up. But I mean, looking at it now, like what? There was one incident last race. There was 2 incidents last race before that. I don't even see any. I mean, I see 1 incident for Canada.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was like 3 incidents for tier 2.
Now someone's lost it again on the. Who
It's
is
like
another Alpine? Is it Adri this time?
It was,
No.
it was Packer. Packer
It was
spun out
Packer
again.
again. Just trying to warm those tires up. All right, we got the
I mean,
grid.
they're on hard, so like I guess
Yeah, it works.
it's tough. I guess it's tough to. There is a mishmash of tires. So many. I mean,
Why are
Janet's
we
starting on the
looking?
softs.
We're looking at like Lesmo 1 on the broadcast camera. What's going on there? All right, the lights are out. We are racing. Great start for Janet. Unbelievable.
That's the 2 top runners. That's the difference between the softs and the hards, in a nutshell. And
Yeah,
Packer's up to
did not
second.
get the tire
Come on,
thing
boys,
up.
no contact here. Ooh, a couple people went off. Oh, and Beck gets a corner. Oh, and Beck lost it.
Yep, back into the wall.
Didn't retire, at least.
That full wing gone though, shattered into pieces, discarded at the side of the track, and we have a yellow flag in sector 1. Someone trying to get
Come on,
turned
Beck,
around.
keep
Is it
going.
Beck still? It is. He lost
Yep.
it again.
Keep going, Beck. Race isn't over.
So how long do these softs go? 6, 7 laps?
Probably a little longer. They went 6 laps at Spa, and that was 22 laps. So I give it 7 or 8 max.
Okay, so if those can go 8, can the mediums do
Throw
19?
on the hards and try and hold on.
Or I guess, I mean, well, the hards you for sure, but can the mediums go to the end? Could Zenith extend and make these to go 10?
If it was GP, I wouldn't doubt it. GP is like a master at somehow just taking care of tires. I don't know how he does it.
Smooth operator. Yeah.
Well, I mean, a tragic start for Brian. He started on pole and he's in 6th now. Basically, the top 5 have all moved up positions, and Beck started on the... I mean, Beck had an incident, of course, but I mean, he started Q3. But, I mean, a safety car, and he's back in the race, so... Seems like T-Money had a little bit of an incident as well. He's a little further back.
Yeah, so Brian just bogged down in the start with those hard tires on, and
I mean, I'll tell you what.
You know what? Let's be honest. I mean, he did lose it on the formation lap, and the tires were probably
a lot of people did.
Yeah, but I mean,
Beck, Packer, Adri.
He was sat on the grid longer than anyone by a long shot.
I'm gonna tell you, I think I've seen Zenith get 2 track limits in that 1 lap there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he's trying to keep Packer at bay, but yeah, I think it's futile.
He's got to chill just a little bit.
Yeah, you just ignore Packer. Worry about everyone else.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, he's still staying ahead, but I mean, what, Packer's on hards, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's closing.
He's keeping
and DRS
pace.
Is coming open, like, it's, you know. It's more important that Zenith doesn't get penalties, in my opinion.
I mean, I guess that's important for everyone, because, I mean, 3 seconds. I mean, look at Asylum.
Oh, look at this! That's what Brian happened? Into the back of Adri, it looks like.
Oh, I don't see any wing damage on anyone. Maybe Brian? I don't see any.
Brian, I think, is missing his right end plate.
Is he?
I think.
It looks like they're both on.
No, you might be right. He did nose into the back of Adri, but it was through that chicane. Very tricky.
Yeah, that chicane is very dangerous when everyone's so close to each other like that.
Yeah, and Adri...
If someone misses a braking point and you're going to get hit.
Adri might have got out of that without damage as well, because he was just sort of pushed into the gearbox.
Yeah, he didn't hit the wall. So he didn't lose any front wing, and I assume that tiny
Lunar going down the outside into Ascari and gets the move done. That was a really nice overtake.
Passes a guy in the mediums when he's on the hards, so he's got pace too.
Yeah, Lunar did. I mean, we saw Lunar had pace in quali.
Zenith's,
just unfortunately crashed.
Gained, around 7/10 that lap from Packer, so he's trying to push those softs.
He seems to have turned it up a bit. All right, Samoglis putting some pressure on Sam. Let's check in with this battle for a moment. See how that goes. Vinny and Adri duking it out at the back. Looks like Adri getting that place back after the contact with Brian.
I mean, it was kind of just like a little group.
It's weird how close everyone's qualifying times were, and then we're kind of just in this little... Everyone's kind of in these
that's
little
what the
chunks.
Tires do, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, Zenith's pulled a second on Packer now. He's 3 seconds ahead.
All right. We got a lot of race left, so time for another beer.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of racing left to go.
Drinking on the job.
I'm cheering you on, Beck. I'm cheering you on, Beck. You deserve a better result. Just hang in there.
Oh man, he's so quick.
It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, I think he needs a safety car. But he's so quick. He just always has these moments and ends up trotting
have
around at the
noticed that
back.
about Beck, where Beck is really quick, but he seems to lose the car a lot more than everyone else.
Yeah, it's the control is not there, but the speed is.
Hmm.
You know, even the races where he sometimes he goes, 20 laps in, no incidents, and he's right at the front, and you're like, is he finally going? Is he finally gonna
Is he finally going to do it?
actually get the points he deserves? And then, and like quite often end up having some kind of and there. Speaking of moments, Zamoglis, I think he's just reset to track as well. So he's been caught resetting to track.
Did he?
I think he did. The car suddenly was straight.
I was watching Janet.
It looked like it reset to me.
Yeah,
he was spun.
ghosted like straight on the track.
Yeah, he was sideways, and then suddenly he was right in the middle of the corner, ghosted. So.
Oh, and Beck had another moment. He's now a lap down.
But yeah, Zamoglis just loses it on his own, and has lost a bunch of places now. Lunar closing in on Brian.
Lunar started last, no?
He crashed out in qualifying.
Yeah, he crashed out.
Oh, who's that on the exit?
Oh, Beck
Was
got
that Beck?
disqualified.
Oh.
Wrong way.
Interesting.
I mean, I saw him at the edge of the track. I think he was letting people by. That was weird.
Lunar gets the overtake done on Brian. Lunar's flying.
I'm telling you, Lunar is very quick. He would have qualified definitely at the top if he didn't have his crash. I mean, he's passed 4 people on mediums, and he's passed Brian on the hards, and Brian started pole, so he's got the pace. Am I losing my mind here, or is the gray on the Mercedes like actually like chrome, like shining now? Is that just me? Was it always like that?
I don't. It looks kind of the same to me.
Like, it's the same color, but it seems like it's chrome instead of before where it just seemed kind of like almost matte.
Yeah, it's like glossier now. Yeah, you're right.
And
There's a little bit of shine there. Like certain angles when the sun hits it.
Yeah.
You know what though?
So
he's gone to mediums as well.
That was weird. It didn't
Does
follow
the Red Bull look better? We don't have a Red Bull out there.
The Red Bull does look a lot better from what I've seen.
Yeah, because this is probably the livery update because the Red Bull looked terrible.
Lunar! Oh, he lost it.
That's a big crash.
No damage though. He only hit one of the signs. Well, all that progress he made up is gone.
So Jinnit now
gotta take those tires 20 laps.
I think he's gonna have to, otherwise he's gonna lose way too much time, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, in the past couple of races, there's definitely been times where the mediums could have gone a lot longer than, like, for example, I took them.
Oh, unbelievable!
Oh, did Asylum? Oh no!
You're not gonna believe what I just did. I was like, oh, Asylum's kind of closing in on Say. Let's go check that out and watch him for a couple laps.
And that's a safety car.
That is a safety car, and that's something Beck would have done good with. Lunar, anyone really.
Oh, that's gonna kill Jinnit.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's gonna come in now. Yep, all the medium and hard runners are just gonna swap tires.
So I just got to Asylum. I literally just got on board with him. And the second I landed on his T camera, his car started to rotate and he went off into the wall. And I was like, oh my god.
Curse.
Is that not like the most commentator curse of all time? Like, I don't think I've ever done that where it's like instantaneous.
That didn't hurt Jinnit as much as I thought it would, but Packer is now ahead of him on the same tire.
Mm-hmm. That's not good. Yeah, it kind of worked out for him.
That did save Lunar,
Yeah.
because he was going to be very far behind. So it's going to be, if there's no other safety cars, it seems like it's going to be of, can the mediums outpace the hards enough to stay ahead of them after these 19 or 18 laps?
Yeah, I saw the Mercedes in the pits, and it was definitely way shinier. It looks like they've updated like the lighting in the shadows or something as well.
Yeah.
Because it looks like I can see the trees. If you go on board with Packer, you can see the trees and stuff reflecting on the halo.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Like, I don't think I've seen that level of detail. Look, even the back of the safety car, you can see the track reflecting on it. Packer, if you could get a little closer for a second.
Yeah, you're right.
He says no. No. But yeah, isn't that they updated it. I think they updated the... Because remember everybody complained about that when it was released. Like, why do the cars look so flat? Like, everything just looks...
all the cars just... There was no pop to them, I guess.
Yeah, there was no shine.
They were all just, it was all just matte.
Mm-hmm. It was just like color pasted rather than like an actual like car, right?
I mean, I like the look of the new Williams. There's a lot more black on the sides.
Yeah.
But they kept the popping blue and red on the top. Looks nice.
Yeah. Wasn't that because they were stripping paint off of it?
Yeah, trying to gain pace.
Yeah. I mean, if you're taking paint off the car, it's
that's
probably...
that's when you know you're desperate.
Yeah, that's the point of the season where you go, I don't think we're going to get many points this year, guys.
No.
We're going to shave some of the paint off of the carbon fiber. That'll help.
I mean, we should be going racing this lap. I don't see why not. Everyone's lined up. The McLaren's got a lot more black now. That thing used to be like completely orange.
Alright, safety car in.
Alright, big question. Will the mediums last long enough, or will the hard runners keep enough pace to stay close enough? Well, this is the Lunar's chance to gain all those positions back. Packer's going. Or is he?
Yeah, I don't know if he never really went.
Oh, I mean, it seemed like kind of a slow getaway.
Yeah, I don't think he... I think he went and I realized it.
That was close. Oh, and Seye just got hit from behind. He stays ahead, though.
Some clumsy stuff here tonight. Hasn't been the cleanest race for everybody.
I can't tell, but I think...
Zamoglis going to the outside. It's going to turn to the inside on T-Money.
Oh, this is close. Keep it... Oh, it was good. Clean. Keep it up.
Very good. Very clean.
Oh, and
look at this.
Brian. Inside. Whoa.
Oh! Through the Lesmos.
God.
I predicted a crash through here earlier, and my lord, I thought it was about to happen. Good stuff, though.
Everyone was playing bumper cars on the first corner, and then they realized, wait, we're Tier 1 drivers, and then they just drove like that.
Yeah. I'm really glad, though. I mean, as bad as it was, Asylum's out, like, the safety car helped. It kind of brought the field back together, because we were looking at a really kind of dull race for a minute there.
Yeah. Sam and Adri are both missing their left end plate.
Well, that's not good.
So I believe those two had some contact during the first corner.
comes
Seeing
Brian.
T-Money, no,
Brian on
is good.
Zamoglis. He's having a
Oh.
look. Late move. No, it's not there.
Oh, T-Money did not have a good chicane.
No.
Oh, is he going to get doubled? He's getting gobbled up.
Comes Brian. T-Money looking for every little bit of track he can find now.
Brian on these mediums is flying.
Brian down the inside.
Here we go again. Oh, Brian gets by. Zamoglis wasn't going to try that again. Very good battles from everyone right now.
We got the cat on the microphone now. You can hear him purring probably.
Yeah, so I think Sam and Adri are gonna just tank out the missing wing or the missing end plate and just take them to the end.
It seemed to be okay.
Curse on this, but no penalties for everyone who's continuing.
I would say if Sam and Adri have damage and they're moving at that pace, they're better off just stay out.
Yeah, because doesn't seem like they're really getting gained on right now.
No, Brian's all over Adri all of a sudden. I guess it's the mediums more than anything, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably going to gain so much time. Ooh! I don't know if that was lag or he was losing it a bit.
I didn't see him make any error on my end, so maybe just lag.
You know, I'm curious, because Seye in the chat said before we started Quali that he said he made a mistake in the chat. Usually Seye is not this much slower than Packer and Jinnit. So did he put on a wrong setup?
It's possible, but I mean, Jinnit, I would say Jinnit, oh, look at this. We got Brian trying to make a move on Adri through Ascari. Definitely not a great place for an overtake.
Yeah, very. Oh my god, look at the cars from fourth back. They're just all in a DRS train.
Yeah. This is what I suspected coming into the race based on the qualifying times.
Brian is on Adri's bumper. What's the ERS looking like? Adri's got a lot more.
He's got to be dumping it right now.
Make the move on the outside.
Oh my!
He's gonna break.
Oh,
Brian!
Did Brian run out of road there? Because Adri didn't really run him to the edge, but it's like Adri just kind of sat himself in the corner.
Way too late.
Yeah, Adri just sat himself right in the center, and there was really nowhere for Brian to go.
I mean, he was the car ahead. He used all the elbows he could.
Oh no!
Oh, and T-Money.
And he's collected the other two as well. Vinny and, or at least Lunar, I think, tagged up and caught up in it as well.
Oh, did they get tagged?
I think so.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So Brian's running into the back of Adri and T-Money now?
I didn't see if Brian actually tapped T-Money or not, but
I think he did from the angle I had. Like, it was one of those like
great.
It was one of those like accordion moments, you know, where just one guy lifted and the other guy didn't react and just smacked into him.
I think Brian's just like really going for it with the mediums, and he's
yeah. I mean, he was
judging his braking a lot.
It was right on the back of him, like it wasn't. You know what I mean? If a car is similar to the incident with Jinnit last week, a car lifts on a part of the corner or brakes even in a part of the corner where you expect him to be accelerating, and you're right there, like.
I think that decision is very decisive. I mean, from you seen from the chats about it.
Yeah. Oh, you mean everybody agrees? It's a controversial one, but I kind of get like both. I don't know. I understand
both sides, but I was still kind of leaning more towards Jinnit still did hit Seye.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Like if Seye like locked up and like lost it a bit, yeah, I get it. But I mean, he only shifted down to third gear. Oh, and T-Money lost it again. Tell you what, I was talking about Say might not having the right setup, but he's actually, I think he's gaining on Jinnit a little bit here.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's been slowly chipping away a few tenths here and there. Been riding with Zamoglis on board with the Mercedes driver, putting a lot of pressure on Adri. Now they're having a really good little battle. This is some good stuff here.
If he's going to get Adri anywhere, he's going to get him in the corners. Adri is still missing that end plate.
Yeah, it's a controversial thing. I mean, I don't know. Like, for me, it's like if you're the driver behind, there's no excuse to hit the guy in front. But, you know, you look at something like what happened with Max and Lewis, where, like, it was deemed that Max broke erratically, where it's like, okay, well, you know, you expect a guy to be going pedal, and if he goes brake and you hit him, it's kind of like, well, is that a brake test?
You put a lot of trust into the drivers around you, so...
Yeah, of course, and I mean, that's why these guys are racing so hard, right?
Yeah. Oh, Zamoglis with a great run on Adri.
Yeah.
Adri just doesn't have the cornering ability in Ascari, and that's where... Oh. I mean, Zamoglis should get him here.
The DRS for Adri is going to help, though.
Yep, that's true. Actually, no, I think was... Oh, yeah. I was going to say Zamoglis was just ahead of Adri into the DRS detection.
Oh, wow. Brian's super late on the brakes. He's had some issues breaking into that corner. That's the second time we've seen a big lockup. He's lucky not to have run into the back of Zamoglis there. We kind of got like the drone cam here, maybe the chopper cam. Just to see the way Brian, like the huge skid marks he left. And
Sam went off in the chicane. I was watching Adri's POV and he was off the track.
Sam?
Yeah.
It looks like he's fine on my end.
Oh no, he was well ahead of this pack.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought, I guess he lost a bunch of time, eh?
Yeah, I think he lost like 3-4 seconds there. I mean, the way I'm looking at it now is you saw my incident in Tier 2, right? When I was reserving. I think you were actually watching it when it happened.
Commentating? Yeah, I was. I don't remember, man. I watch a lot of these virtual car races, to be honest, so it's all a blur to me.
I was passing, I think, Toblerone at the end of the Camel Straight.
Okay. Yeah.
And we both kind of went
similar
into
to this
the corner, and we kind of just glided towards each other.
Yeah.
And basically, what I'm telling myself is, if that isn't a racing incident, but Jinnit and Say was, it's going to be like, really?
Well, I mean, you've got all the documentation and evidence right there to go make an appeal if it comes to it.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's like, well, like if you're side by side and you bump side to side, for me that's always a racing incident. Running into the back of another car generally is not a racing incident. Like I think it has to be extremely specific circumstances where you'd go, you know what, it wasn't really his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe those specific circumstances occurred last week, so.
Yeah. I think the biggest X factor will be that I'm a reserve driver, so I shouldn't have been racing Toblerone as hard as I was, I guess.
Yeah.
But then Toblerone said, it's like, he's on old hards, I'm on newer softs, so at the end of the day, it's not like I'm just gonna stay behind him and just not race, because they still want people to race them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like me. It's not like me passing him will affect his standings either.
So Adri there.
Oh yeah,
my.
what?
Adri and Brian were really going at it there, and Adri kind of ran Brian out of room. Kind of ran Brian out of road there, and
Zamoglis is going to get eaten up by Brian here because he
well,
had a bad exit.
Zamoglis nearly got the two of them because of them squabbling so much. Like
Yeah.
Adri pushed Brian to the edge of the circuit, and then kind of had a moment on his own after, and Zamoglis nearly got through, and now Zamoglis has been. I don't know if he was squeezed that much from the angle I saw. It didn't look like he was necessarily squeezed, but he ran out of road there, ended up behind Brian yet again. So
yeah, I don't think that end plate is.
I think the problem with running with no end plate is that you put so much more heat into the tires, and it starts to deteriorate.
Did we completely forget that Zenith just went to new mediums?
I think so. He's two-stopping.
He's in 8th position now. Packer pitted as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably just to cover off Zenith, but I don't agree with that. Here we go, bumping again.
I'm surprised they only went 11 laps. Oh, what happened?
Adri. Sometimes the broadcast camera angles give you a weird view, but it looked like Adri ran Brian to the edge of the track again. And then Brian jumped the corner.
Because of it.
He jumped the corner, yeah, because of it, and then lifted to yield the places. So I'd imagine he'll appeal that penalty. Still doesn't help that he got pushed to the edge again. Now, I don't know that Adri did technically anything illegal, or
it depends how much of a corner he had. Like if Brian like dive bombed and tried to get around, like
no, they were kind of side by side.
But if they're side by side, you know, you have to always give space.
Yeah, exactly. So they went into the corner side by side. Brian was alongside for quite some time. It wasn't like he suddenly showed up.
I'm actually very surprised that Zenith and Packer pitted. Like, were the tires just really that bad?
I mean, if you're saying you got to stay out, right?
I mean, yeah. If I'm saying, I'm staying out now. Like,
especially if you know this battle's going on here. These Zenith and Packer are now stuck in the middle of this thing.
The driver who is chasing him is Sam with a broken left end plate.
Okay, here we go again. Zamoglis trying to get by Adri
I'm gonna watch this time. See, everyone locks up here.
Yeah, Adri had a huge moment there.
It's just such a fast straight and then braking really hard.
This is actually going to help Zenith a lot. If Packer gets stuck behind these guys, then Zenith might be able to come in and stick his nose in.
If Say actually wants to win this race, he needs Zenith and Packer to get like locked up here a lot. Packer wants to get these passes done in the corner, but he doesn't want to risk contact.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. Once he's past these guys, it's clear air.
He's using all his ERS. Oh, he gets past Brian clean.
Yep, does a nice job.
He's going to have the run on Zamoglis and Adri here.
Zamoglis making a move,
because he's got to be careful because Adri and Zamoglis have been going at it for the past like 3 laps.
Yeah, Adri's been going at it with everybody. He's taking no prisoners tonight.
But then again, are we going to get some? Some Alpine teams team orders here?
Possibly.
It looks like Packer's going. Oh, that's actually a very good view.
Ooh, Packer's sticking his nose in there on Zamoglis.
Zamoglis holds the corner with his elbows.
That's great news for Say.
I mean, Say is gaining a lot of time on Sam, so
yeah,
it's really he's just got to worry about Packer and Zenith.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to catch up 6 laps. Like, there's no way. It's impossible.
Even on these tires, Sam doesn't have his end plate, so. If anything, Sam's hoping the people behind him battle more so he can secure second.
And Zenith right now just needs to be patient. He can't afford to lose much.
Yeah, I think Zenith needs to Jinnit just needs to follow Packer. When Packer makes an overtake, you make the overtake.
Packer's stuck right now. He's not
Just
finding a way
realized Brian
past.
went on to the softs, so I think he's... I mean,
Adri,
might as well get the point.
Adri loving this right now.
Oh,
keeping him safe.
Jinnit. Jinnit's got like a lot. Jinnit's got a lot more ERS than Packer, but I don't think he actually wants to try and get by him right now.
Now's as good a time as any, right? Look at this. The differing strategies end up costing Packer and Jinnit a fortune.
Oh my god, yeah, Packer's at like 5% battery there.
Packer's stuck. He's stuck now. It's got no battery left.
Zimaglis is just killing it, holding it off. That's the risk that you take when you go for this strategy. You should have taken the risk and stayed out like say.
And the problem is Zimaglis is getting the DRS as well. So if it was just one car, it's one thing. But when you're stuck behind a group,
everyone is stuck behind a car with no end plate, and it's just slowing them up a lot.
I mean, it's a hell of a performance from Adri, honestly. Like the way he's
kept
the car in it with no end plate.
And somehow, I mean, he held off Zimaglis for like 5 laps now, 6.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe he gets penalized for the stuff with Brian, but even still, I mean, he's in a podium place and Brian's dead last, so...
Yeah, the Tier 1 stewards are not going to have a fun time after this race.
No,
I think we've counted, like 6, 7 incidents.
Yeah, I might have to be on moderator duty after... Hopefully nobody says anything stupid.
Yeah, hopefully no one gets a little too upset.
It's okay to get heated, but don't be dicks, right?
Oh, and Packer takes out his teammate!
No, he didn't. I missed that.
Oh, he did. And Zimaglis got a penalty for corner cutting. Oh, no.
Jinnit went into the back of Zimaglis as well. I think got damage.
Oh my god, Adri, I would be so upset. Defending like an absolute mad lad. And he just got... Like, Packer just braked way too late. Way too late. I mean, like, Jinnit was... Or, Adri was almost on to the next part of the corner, and he got tagged.
So Jinnit now has picked up a penalty.
Yep.
Which, okay, so maybe Packer was going to get a penalty for what happened. But now Jinnit's got a penalty, so it's... Packer gets penalized by the stewards, and Jinnit would have been fine, but now he's got the time penalty.
I am curious if Zimaglis might be able to get his penalty revoked, because I don't know if he was forced off track to take that penalty. Because I mean, you said he got tagged by Jinnit, right? In the back?
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe that forced him wide. Gosh. Zimaglis is coming back at Jinnit.
T-Money's out.
And T-Money's out. What happened to...
That's safety car.
Oh, he retired in the pit lane.
Yeah, but we got the safety car. I don't think he retired in the pits. I think he crashed coming out of...
Did he?
Coming out of Ascari.
I wish I could see someone on the straight. But he's almost at the finish straight.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were on the curb and you kind of like, save the car and spin, lose it, and then hit the wall.
Yeah, maybe he did. Oh my god. Well, I'll tell you what. This does not. I mean, then again, Seye is still in a perfectly. He's in a fine situation. He's just got to put on.
He's
got
to pit. Yeah, he's just got to put the softs.
He's got a free pit stop.
Yeah, he has to pit. You'd be foolish not to pit. The only people that shouldn't pit are Packer and Jinnit.
Yeah, because Sam's got to pit because he's going to get past now.
Yeah, everybody needs to pit.
I'd say if I was Zimaglis, I would probably pit as well, because you can get that 5-second penalty revoked. Actually, no, you can't under safety car. True. Or is that only drive-thrus? Sam is not pitting. Oh my god.
That's a bold strategy. Jeanette's pit.
Jinnit, Packer did not.
Packer did not, but
Jinnit
Packer
went in
is
for
the kind of guy who has
well,
the pace.
Jinnit had to put on a new wing.
Packer's the kind of guy that has the pace to do this, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But I mean, can you hold off Say on fresh offs? Like, is the pace difference that different?
I don't know. I mean, Say is going to get by Zimaglis quite easily, and then Sam shouldn't be much of a problem either. So,
I mean, my feel-good story would be Sam if he actually wins this race.
I mean, it would be impressive. Who knows, man? Packer and Zimaglis get squabbling. I mean, you never know.
This race is going to start max on the last lap.
I think it's going to start, to be honest, it might even be this lap. Usually when it's a late safety car like this, they but end it quick.
Is there enough? Is there I mean, like, look how many cars aren't even caught up.
Yeah, I know. It just sometimes they'll call it super late. Yeah, there it is.
Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah, told you. I've seen it.
Yikes!
What was my number? Like 100.
I've never seen it that quick.
Yeah, I've seen it happen sometimes when it's like this late in the race. They do end it fast.
Well, Jinnet's got to pick it up now.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to get his tires warm, but he's running out of time.
I mean,
if you're Sam, you got to get going. Don't let these guys catch up at the back, right?
Oh no, yeah, you gotta go.
Jennett's caught up. Might as well take his time now.
Everyone's got full of battery now. Oh my God, Sam hasn't even gone yet.
He's gonna get jumped. What was he doing? That was the worst restart I've ever seen.
Oh my God, what is happening?
What did he do?
Did he? Oh
no! Oh my God!
Oh,
was that Jinnit and Say? It was unbelievable.
What did I just watch?
That was absolute insanity. The restart, the collision. What the hell was that?
Did Sam not realize the safety car came in?
I don't think he did.
Oh my God! What was that?
No, he must have. Dude. He slowed down.
Yeah, but he was still warming up his tires up to the start straight.
But did he lose track of where the line was? Because maybe that's what happened. Like maybe he thought the line was further down.
Oh my God! I can't believe I just saw
that was absolute insanity.
Jinnit and Say just got caught. Like Jinnit spun, he caught Say did like a 360. Packer is now gone.
That was the worst. I'm sorry, Sam, but that was the worst restart I've ever seen. I've never seen someone absolutely cripple their own race so bad.
And he's still second.
I know how. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
I refuse to believe the only reason Sam didn't go was because he thought the safety car was still out. I refuse to believe that was a genuine restart. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I honestly think he was warming up his tires as he passed the start straight.
Someone just missed the corner completely.
10-second, yikes!
Yeah, because he missed that corner.
Well, Zimaglis just went from 4th to 9th.
Yeah,
with that penalty.
I mean, he missed the corner, so
this is madness.
Now we've got Hadrian and Zimaglis somehow battling again. Zimaglis on 19 lap old hard.
Now it's the opposite. Adrian's got the fast tires and Zimaglis.
And he's probably got his wing replaced too. Yeah, he did.
Yep. Oh my God. I do not even want to imagine being a Tier 1 steward this week.
No. You're not having a good
I don't
time.
even know what just happened. Is Sam going to get penalized for doing that? Because, he didn't even go.
I don't think so. I think he got penalized enough. He might have won this race, and he instead ended up, 4th.
He was still warming up the tires before.
Yeah, the other guys
right
were
before the start straight, and I'm like, what? Is he going to go at some point?
Yeah. No. Okay. The race is over. Thank God.
Oh my God, what?
So Packer wins.
What a maniacal end to a race.
Packer wins it.
Sam somehow passed Jinnit.
Sam somehow comes second after that horrendous restart.
Sam passed Brian?
I don't know. On penalties, maybe? Yeah.
How?
Brian, driver of the day. Oh, that was a good stream. Real good stream.
That was madness. Oh my god. I want to go back and watch the stream just to see what the hell happened.
My goodness.
I mean, good on Alpine.
Brian,
first, third.
Brian's got fastest lap there too. So, so Packer, Sam, and Adri. Brian, Vinny, Say, Jinnit, Zamoglis, Lunar, T-Money. That's your top 10. Asylum and Beck, DNF. I guess T-Money DNF as well. Man, that was a wild finish. Packer and Sam, should we get them in for interviews? Adri never does interviews.
Yeah.
You're the interview guy, by the way.
I'm the interview guy? Oh boy.
Yeah, that's GP's job. You're filling in for him, right?
Sam did know the safety car was in. I'm a mad lad.
I'm telling you, he didn't know where the line was. He lost track of the line or something. There's something that was the weirdest shit.
He said he got a bad response. I mean, my God.
Yeah. What, to the gas
I
pedal?
mean, I guess it worked. He didn't cause any accidents. All the accidents kind of just happened around him.
That was hilarious. All right, well, you can ask him here. He's coming in the chat now, so.
Oh, are we adding... We're adding Brian too,
or... We can.
Because if Adri doesn't join, usually then we can do like first, second,
yeah,
fourth.
if you want Brian.
That's what I usually do when I'm streaming, at least. I'll try and add like a third guy.
Yeah, fair enough. You can ask him about how his nose cone's doing.
I was gonna say, he was fast! He was seconds ahead of Adri twice, and they had the same damage.
Brian?
Or not Brian, Sam.
Yeah. Brian, I think he hit, there was two people he ran into the back of, so that's why I was joking. I was like, ask how the nose cone's feeling after that race.
That nose cone was made out of titanium.
Yeah. Man, that was crazy. Alright, if you want to, I guess Brian would be our third guy, so if you want to wait
is
for
Brian
him.
in?
He's not here yet, but...
Okay, well, I guess we can wait like a little bit, and if Brian doesn't join, we can,
yeah,
just do the top two. Hey, there he is.
There he is.
I technically got P4 off of a penalty.
Yes, but Adri doesn't join the
Got
podiums, so we usually just fill in with the next available person.
Never mind, then we're good.
All right. First question, Brian. Congratulations on P4. What was going through your mind on that restart?
Keep my wheels straight, and if something happens, I can't be liable, essentially. I don't know. I got sandwiched, and if you hear my comms back with Sam, I was like, what? Like, I can't move. I'm gonna hit someone, and then, just people kept closing in on me, and finally...
Yeah, it seemed like, I don't know if Jinnit came in on you and spun and then collected Say, or... That's
kind of how it looks, but at the same time, like, I would have loved to have given Jinnit more space, but if I go to the left, I'm hitting someone as well, so it's one of those things where I do feel bad for Jinnit and say that they got collected in that, but I had absolutely nowhere I could have gone.
Yeah, understandable. It didn't look, I mean, at the start of the race, it didn't look like that pole position did you any good. You went from, what, P1 to P6 on, like, 2 laps because of the hards?
Not necessarily the hards, but the game being dumb and DQing me. And then, so it was not only on hards, which I would have been fine with, because I practiced starting on the hards, but more, like, frigid, cold hards. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. You had, a couple of you had, some spins on the formation lap, I remember that. Yeah, well, still, I mean, you came in P4. I have no idea what's going to go on with the penalties after that race because it was so many penalties were just like corner cutting, contact. Everyone, it seemed like a lot of them were caused by just like slight collisions with other people. So I don't know if your position's going to stay or if you're going to move up or not, but congratulations on P4, maybe higher. Who knows? It was definitely a fun race to watch, so congrats.
Thanks.
So P2 was... Who was P2? Was that Sam? Was Sam?
Yep.
So, Sam, I think the biggest question on everyone's mind was that restart at the end. Do you want to just go through it with us, I guess?
Well, I'm not good with restarts. That was terrible. I got like pressure from Packer, and I was like, I couldn't find him. I don't know where he was. I think he was alongside me, which you're not.
I think he was on your right.
Yeah, which you're not supposed to do that. So I didn't know where he was, and at some point I thought, oh, okay, he's behind me. I'm gonna go for it. But he wasn't. He like right away overtook me right when we crossed the line, and then I got a terrible like speed. Like I couldn't take off right away, and then I think Zenith overtook me and Say overtook me, and then Say got collected, or Zenith. I don't even know what happened, but anyway.
Yeah, it seemed like Zenith came in a little bit on Brian and then spun to the left of the track and then tapped the back of Say, and then they both kind of just pirouetted in front of you guys and ghosted.
Yeah, but same results. I would have probably lost P1 anyway, so I'm happy with P2. This is the best result of the season, first podium. I'm fucking stoked.
I mean, yeah, I said it before the restart. I'm like, it would be quite the story if you managed to hold off Packer at the end and win it, but
Yeah.
still P2 is still a very good consolation prize because it didn't look like you were gonna get it before that safety car. So
No, yeah.
very good job keeping those hards strong enough to hold everyone back at the end. And
They felt
congrats on your second place.
good. Yeah, thank you.
And the man of the hour, Packer. How are we feeling, buddy?
Well, a little stressed out. I was hoping that it wouldn't be quite as close, but yeah, Monza, does its thing every once in a while.
Yeah, it didn't look like it didn't look good for you and Zenith before that safety car because I mean, either Zamoglis and Adri were just putting up crazy defenses, or you just couldn't find the proper area to pass them. But Seye had a very large lead, so it wasn't looking great at the end. But safety car came out, you kept your mediums on, and you did the opposite to Zenith. You gained track position, and you basically avoided the chaos that ensued behind you, and you kind of just took off at the end. So I guess what I'm saying is like, did you think you made a mistake when you pitted on the mediums early?
Well, after the first safety car, I boxed for mediums because I didn't want to stay on the hards, and then I didn't think they were going to be able to get to the end, but I was like, okay, I'm just going to stay out, and once one of either Seye or Zenith pits, I'll pit the lap after, Zenith pit, and then I pit, and then we were going, and I got stuck behind some traffic with Adri and Josh, and I think Brian was there. I think Brian or Zem were there, one of the two. And then I saw Seye who was staying out, so I was kind of worried about that because I didn't think, well, if he kept going, he would have won the race, obviously. But I didn't think it was a mistake necessarily. I guess maybe just the timing of it wasn't great with the traffic and everything, but I didn't think it was a mistake because I didn't think my tires probably could go to the end, but they would have been awful. So.
Yeah, it was basically you take the gamble and you try and stay out and save the tires, or you come in and you just take the safe way and just try and get past the guys in front of you. And I mean, it really only looked like an error just because Seiya stayed out, because Jinnit pitted as well, so you would think, oh yeah, Seiya's going to come in at some point.
Yeah,
But he didn't.
That's what I was thinking. And then I guess in the end it worked out because the safety car worked for me and it didn't.
Yep.
For me and Jenna anyways, and it didn't for Seiya. So.
Bigga, did we ever figure out what caused that safety car? Like, did T-Money just lose it on the straight, or?
I couldn't find him on the stream, but it did look like he ended up crashing, I think. I think because it's such a, like if you ran wide and, like, came back onto the track and, like, were a little too aggressive with the throttle, I could easily see how you'd lose the car and end up, like, near the finish line, but be, you know, because if you were to, like, clip that wall kind of near the pit entry and then slide the rest of the way, like, you'd look like you were near the finish line, right? I think he crashed. There's no way he retired in the pits if we got a safety car. I think I've seen that happen one time in, like, 5 seasons. Like, it just doesn't happen.
Well, I'd say it worked out for basically everyone we're talking to right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Worked out for Packer, worked out for Sam, worked out for Brian.
Yeah, I think Packer. I think you guys would have been in big trouble without the safety car. There's no way you were going to catch Say. Like, he was just way out front. So definitely some luck there for sure. Say probably deserved a bit more, but it's the way it goes sometimes. So congrats to you guys. We're gonna wrap it up for the night. Any final thoughts there, Gord?
Very exciting race.
Yeah, it was. I was a little dull at the start. I was kind of like, oh, this isn't living up to the hype, and then it just
like a little bit
slowly
of
unwound
here and there, but nothing else.
Yeah, slowly unwound into chaos. But yeah, good stuff. We got 2 more this week. Tier 2, Tier 3, Wednesday night, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Drop a line, drop a like, and we'll catch you guys for Tier 2 Wednesday night. Not sure who will be on the stream there. Hopefully not me. Find somebody else. But, you know, worst case scenario, maybe I'll be there. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Where are we going next week, Packer? You know? You always know that stuff.
We are going to Suzuka.
Perfect. That's a great one.
I'm not happy about that.
I'm happy about it. I love that track. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good one, boys.